In the MTA's most recent board and committee meeting on November 29, 2023, Sunil Nair, Chief Officer of the Zero Emissions Fleet Transformation, announced a new program New York City Transit is starting to help increase bus speeds and make them a more reliable form of transportation. This program is named ACE, and no, it's not a deck of cards. It stands for Automated Camera Enforcement. Essentially, it is a rebranding of the existing ABLE or Automated Bus Lane Enforcement program. However, this program gives the MTA more power over drivers who restrict a bus's movement. Starting in May 2024 and lasting for 4 years, ACE will go into effect on 14 existing ABLE routes. It's not just about keeping those bus lanes clear anymore. The front-facing cameras on the buses are getting a huge update. They will now be able to enforce double parking and drivers who are blocking bus stops in addition to the existing bus lane enforcement. Later next year, 14 new routes will be added to the program, and between 2025 and 27, 10 new routes will be added each year. The MTA projects the ACE program to benefit nearly 1 million bus riders by the year 2028. While the exact routes part of this pilot program haven't been announced yet, we know that there will be a focus on high ridership, low-speed routes. From what it seems, the implementation of the program primarily targets commercial vehicles, which are known for blocking bus stops and double parking to load and unload. In 2024, we plan to rebrand the Automated Bus Lane Enforcement Program as Automated Camera Enforcement to better reflect the wider impact that we could have on city streets, especially when it comes to keeping our bus lanes clear as well as catching those violators that double park on bus lanes and on regular roadways. Earlier this year, we received approval through the New York State budget to extend the benefits offered by enforcing bus lanes to extend that over to bus stops and double parking across the entire route. It was stated that school buses and accessorized vehicles will be exempt and will also be allowed to travel within city bus lanes. To coincide with this program, the NYPD is creating a bus lane enforcement task force to deter unauthorized vehicles from using or standing in bus lanes and blocking bus stops. This is a huge win for the bus riders in the city, and I can tell a large number of all of you are relieved by the news, as many of us, myself included, felt like the NYPD was doing a lackluster job at enforcing violators, sometimes the police being the violators themselves. The task force will start ticketing violators starting on Monday, December 4th on 18 bus corridors around the city. Starting with Queens, we have 2 corridors, one on Woodhaven Boulevard and Cross Bay Boulevard between Metropolitan Avenue and 163rd Avenue, and Jamaica Avenue between Sutphin Boulevard and 168th Street. In the Bronx, we have 4 corridors. The first being between Broadway Plaza and Pelham Parkway on Fordham Road, on Webster Avenue between Gun Hill Road and East Fordham, on East 149th Street between West Exterior Street and Southern Boulevard, and on Story Avenue between Bronx River Avenue and White Plains Road. For Brooklyn, we have 2 corridors, on Utica Avenue between St. John's Place and Avenue K, and on Rogers Avenue between Eastern Parkway and Dean Street. And for Staten Island, we have 1 corridor on Highland Boulevard between Richmond Avenue and Crow Road. At this time, the information for the Manhattan enforcement corridors have not been released to the public. Overall, these are 2 great announcements from the MTA and NYPD, and will definitely result in faster and more reliable buses. What are your thoughts on the new announcements? If you enjoyed this video, learned something, and would like to get more from Mystic Transit, like, subscribe, and consider supporting me via channel memberships or super thanks. Special thanks to Stuart Guberman for supporting me at the 2 Broadway tier, and Damien's Transit and Health Bar videos for supporting me at the Train Operator tier.